Hey guys, happy Saturday. Got in there, Chris, Marty. Wow, Marty, you've had a hell of a day. You're hanging out here now, man. Thanks for swinging by. I know you're busy. Probably still got people there. Easy eat. No, it was my pleasure, man. Michael, Mr. Tucci. Yes, it's been a hell of a week, boys. Yes, Easy E. Marty Ford is the legend. That is no shit. I watched the whole thing. I was there all day, Marty. I had you on all day. I watched the whole thing. It was great. Even though there was no commentary, it was awesome. Yeah, like I said, it's been a hell of a week here. Lots of craziness. Um, my dad was in the hospital. That's why I didn't wasn't on last night. He was in the hospital all week, so wasn't able to do it last night. My dad's 91 years old. He has a long laundry list of problems that most 91-year-old people have. So he ended up in the hospital for the week and got him home last night. So I went up there to visit. And some of you know also that my uncle was very sick. My uncle's the one who got me into the business of body shop. My uncle had his own body shop, and when I was a little kid, when I was a little kid, I spent my days down there staring through the fence and going down and watching the guys work. And uh, was always my dream to paint cars, and so he gave me my shop. And started working for him when I was about 15, sweeping the floors and all that stuff, and worked my way up. I left a few times and came back, that kind of thing. But nonetheless, my uncle taught me my craft. And my mother called about, I don't know, about an hour ago to let me know that he passed about an hour ago. So that was a little rough. So uh, Godspeed, Uncle Jack. I know you can hear me. I've been talking to my cousins all night. They're very upset, as you would expect. So, but I needed to come on. I just needed to do some stuff. I needed to be out here. You know, I don't want to sit around and stew. That's not my way. Uh, Thanks, guys. Appreciate it uh, very much. Yep. Thanks, Marty. Yep. Yeah. Well, like I say, we knew it was coming. I went to visit him last week and got to say my final goodbyes. So, yeah, it was good. My dad, on the other hand, he's not in any imminent danger. At least we don't think so. But again, he's 91 years old, so we're taking it one day at a time, one step at a time. So anyhow, on some good news. Let's talk about some good stuff. All right, Marty's race today, that was fan fucking tastic. We watched that, my wife and I. She even hung out with me, and we watched all day today and watched the action and participated with hanging out with the chat. Everybody was there, of course, and we had a great time. It was really great, Marty. It was great to see all the guys win. Steve there, and Greg and everybody. That was awesome. Still Daniel, that was awesome, man. Great job. Uh, I hope you guys do that more often. I would love to have something like that where I could participate like that. So uh, good on you, Marty. That was badass. So I'm trying to keep up with you guys over here in the chat, uh, thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it very much. Um, I, the 3D thing that George and I and Harry do. It doesn't make nobody's getting rich. Nobody's making a bunch of money or anything off of that. I hope you guys don't know that. So uh, I do a lot of work. I do a lot of the design work and everything like that for the things that George prints. And to compensate me, George buys me stuff. There's no cash flowing around. Nobody's getting rich off of this. So I really appreciate what George does. He's provided me with some really good stuff, and he told me he was doing this, and I tried to tell him not to, but he did it any damn way. And so I wanted to show you guys what he sent me. It arrived today, and I haven't even taken it out of the box. I mean, I've taken the box out of the box, but this isn't a box opening. So I guess technically it is, but we had been having a discussion about these cars, ever since George started getting them, and I wasn't real interested in the new ones that are out because my track is so small. I can't run them. So you guys see where I'm going with this. We're talking about BRM here, right? So as cool as those Camaros and the Mustangs are, and that, and even like some of the bigger Porsches and stuff, they just won't. They're just too big for the track. So uh, George wanted to get Harry and I both one of the Camaros, and I told him, "Don't waste your money. It's going to sit on a shelf." So I said, if I was going to buy one for myself, I want the VW Scirocco. So goddamn George, he got me the BRM Scirocco. Thank you, Easy. Appreciate that, man. Uh, it's this car. I opened the box and I've never had one of these in person. Now I do. I have the. You can probably see it behind me. I have the TTS Fiat, and that thing is super detailed. It is a really cool car, but it doesn't even hold a candle to this thing. This car is, oh my god, beautiful. And I'm going to take it out of here. Like I said, I haven't had this thing out of the box yet, so this is it right here. But look at this thing. What am I doing here? Nobody wants to look at my fat head anyhow. Let's bring you down here. Look at this thing, guys. This thing is, it's freaking amazing. Look at the detail. I mean, just look at the detail on this car. I can't even imagine how hard it was. Hey, Harry, how's it going, man? Yeah, this thing is just something else. I don't know if any of you guys have any of these cars. If not, order one right now. It's awesome. And thank you for everything too, Mr. Tucci. I appreciate you very much. I just saw your comment there. Um, so yeah, this car, and we're gonna take it off the plinth here and put it on the track just because I want to see. And like I said, this thing has not been off of this plinth. I just barely took it out of the box. It's gonna go from box to track. I don't expect much because most cars don't right out of the box, but we're gonna find out just how well this thing goes. Hey, David. Yeah, thank you, man. Isn't it? Isn't this a beautiful car? This thing is just fargan amazing. Husey has one. I think he has the red one. And ever since I saw that one, I was like, oh, I got to. And I think Eric Wildman has one, the blue one, if I'm not mistaken. Never saw the blue one before. But, so yeah, there it is. The BRM Sidewinder, or I'm sorry, Angle Winder. And, what a beautiful car, man. They got float built right in. What a cool car, man. Oh, the front end's independent. Wow. What a freaking cool car. Any other guys have any of these? I mean, look at it. I know I keep saying it. Just look at it. So, yeah, anyway, I know George is probably sleeping because today was his last day, but I'm going to say it publicly. Thanks, brother, for doing this. I appreciate it very much. You know how much I appreciate you, George, and everything that you're doing. So, yeah, I'm very, very, very pleased with this. Tickled pink, man. That is a gorgeous car. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the most detailed slot car I think I've seen from a factory. It's insane. I was wondering if the lights work, but they don't. There's no wiring in there. It looks like they should work. I mean, they look like the real headlights. It would be real easy to put a light kit in this thing, I think. That would be kind of cool. A little project, maybe. Yes, sir, Marty, he certainly is. And so, yeah, I'll take these all day long, man. This thing is awesome. So, and I know the real Scirocco is front wheel drive, right? But, these are rear. And I forget which one it is that BRM makes. Is it the Trabant that's front wheel drive? And I've never driven one, so I don't know how they perform. Man, there's even some camber in these front wheels. Crazy. So, what do you say? Should we put on a track? give it a whirl. Just see if it goes. I'll fluff the braids a little, and we'll put her on the track and see how she does. Yeah, I can already tell the guide's too deep for the track, but it'll still run. We'll make a couple of laps with it. Let's get you guys over there so you can see. And grab my controller back here. All right, so here we go. Let's see. There's a moment of truth. Nope, she ain't going anywhere. Yeah, I can tell you right now that the guide is going to be too deep for my antique track. So I'm going to have to fluff these up a bit. Let's see if I can get it to at least make a lap. Nope. Nope, we're not going to even get a lap out of her tonight. I don't think, anyways. Yeah, see that. It's not the car's fault. It's my track's fault. It's the guide. Tell you what I could do. I do have a piece of track down here. This is what I use it for. All right, so let's have a look. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't. Oh, let me see here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Can you see the guide's bottoming out in the slot, and the braid's not even anywhere near the track. So, what? Let's take a consensus here. What say you? I think I'll just trim the guide down a little. Yeah. I'm probably going to replace the guide anyways with a slot invasion. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. We'll take a little off the guide, and then she'll run like a star. If I can find my nippity nippers here. It doesn't need much. You know, just like that, I own it now, right? Modifications be damned. Evening, Mark. Yeah, that should be better. Here we go. Nope, we're still not going to get it. I don't want to trim any more off. I'm going to have to, though. You know what I need to do? I'll tell you exactly what I need to do. I need to bring the guide down farther. We can do that. We can do that. Just like a Reba slot. Bring the guide down a little farther. Yeah, it gives a good, yeah, look at that. Okay, so full race, right? It's got Lexan interior. Yeah. Super lightweight. That thing don't weigh nothing. And there's the chassis. I mean, I like that they're straight axle. The TTS cars have a universal joint there in the middle that I don't really care for. But it is what it is. So anyways, let's get this. Oh, there's no way you're going to, is there? No, I'm going to have to replace. I'm going to have to put a guide in it. I don't know if I can put a shim under this guy. Wonder how many people would whine if they had to take their brand new expensive slot car out of the box and do this to it. But hey, we did it the other night, right? We did it the other night. It's fun. I think it's fun. What do you guys think? I think it's absolutely fun. That's what the hell we're here for, right? At least we're supposed to be. That's what it is. I just need to take this down a little bit more. Yeah, you know what, David? I don't even know if it needs that. I just had to. I just had to take the guide down a hair. Yeah. You're right, David. It's going to need a spacer. So let's do it. What else you got to do? I don't have nothing else to do. I ain't going anywhere. Tune it up. Okay, Daryl, we're going to tune it up. Hey, KR, what's happening, man? Yeah, Brad, I'm saying, you know, this Revell track, the slot's only 6 millimeters deep, so it is what it is. And as much as I would love to get a modern, newer track system, I quite frankly can't afford it. So I'll stick with my antique Revell and make things work. It's what we do. All right, I should have. Yep, I do. I don't know if they'll work on here. I forget what size that thing is. Is it? Because they use a. Nope, the big one. They use a hex head on the guide. Whoops. So here we go. We're tuning cars again. MTD Raceway, welcome. Happy Saturday. Again, I'm sorry I didn't make it yesterday. Family first. I will try not to have it happen again. What am I looking for? My tweezers over here. Yes. So let me get the spring out of the way, and hopefully it doesn't go boing across the room. That's a technical term. Boing. Alright, let's see if we can get a spacer on this thing. I don't know. Oh, well, fudge. Ah, fudge. As my favorite movie says. What did you say? Christmas Story. Anybody else? Anybody watch Christmas Story yet? Our usual Christmas or our holiday tradition here is we watch Christmas Story on the night of Thanksgiving. When Thanksgiving's over and we're all done and we're all sitting around fat, dumb, and happy from eating turkey and gravy, we watch Christmas Story. But since my daughter is away at college and she will not be here till next week, we put it off. So we will be watching Christmas Story next week when Veronica gets home. Husey. Yeah, not really sneaky. Just let's call it a makeup live stream. What do you say? It's a makeup live stream. Since I wasn't available yesterday to do it, I just thought we'd do it tonight. And what are we doing? We're tuning up this beautiful BRM. Christmas Vacation. Yeah, we'll probably do that one tonight, Chris. After I'm done here, we will probably do that. What was the one I watched? Oh, we watched Die Hard. That was our first Christmas movie, so we watched Die Hard the other night to kick off the Christmas movie extravaganza. Yeah, Christmas Vacation will probably that's probably my favorite. So we'll probably watch that tonight. Let's see. That's one more. I think it needs one more. If not, we can take it apart and take it off. All right. All right, so there's that. We'll put the spring back in. I know some people leave the spring out. I'm kind of on the fence. It works both ways, so. is the screw. Good night, Chris. Thanks for being here. I'm sorry it's so late, man. I didn't want to interrupt anybody else's live streams today. Marty had his marathon, and then Easy had his with Colt, and I didn't want to step on anybody's toes, so I waited. I didn't want to preempt anybody, so I just sort of waited and kept an eye on things until there was no more live streams going on. So I decided to take mine. So I appreciate you being here, man. Oh, you have the Z card, Daryl? The 917. If I was going to get any other ones, the 917 for sure. You know what? Nobody runs them here. I'm the only one that runs anything. So I just run them because I enjoy them. Probably when I go to Harry's, I'll take it there and we'll run the crap out of it. There it goes. You know what? Part of the problem is my track is filthy dirty. Yeah, the track is really, really dirty. Oh yeah, God, the braids are instantly covered with fuzz. All right, so let me put the body back on. So I wouldn't call this a tune per se. We just sort of tweaked it to make her run on my old track. Maybe that's what I should call my live stream. My old track. Like one of those antique TV programs. All right, here we go. Let me get you back up here. And bring the chat back up here. There she goes. Yeah, my track is really, really dirty. I haven't done anything on it all week. Clump, clump, clump. This is why I don't run the 124 scale cars, but this one just makes it. Kinda. Well, you saw it here first. It's a working. So, can't fault BRM. So if this, if it was modern track, if it was Carrera track or Scale Auto or something else, we would have put this on there and it would have went boom and it would have just ran. So yeah, totally love it. I'll take it all apart probably tomorrow and soak all the bearings and adjust everything, make sure the gear mesh is right. I'll do all that stuff because I know these, very sensitive to those things. So we'll get the wheels spinning good, and then it'll be a real mover. But yeah, I love it. So again, I know George is sleeping, but he'll maybe probably rewatch. Thanks again, brother. So there it is. That's right, boss. Just a bit of tuning. That's all it needs. And even that, it's good. It's perfect, just like that. So, what do you guys think? That's really all I wanted to do. I just wanted to show off my new toy. thank George publicly for it, and yeah, pretty awesome stuff. Again, really pleased with it. It's just a gorgeous car. I know they come without the mirrors on them. I'll probably just leave them off. Otherwise, they'll just get skinned off of there anyways. So I'll probably leave them off. Unless I display it, and then I'll probably put them on. I don't keep my cars all boxed up. Most of them are out because I want to look at them, right? We keep them in a shelf in the box. Can't look at them. They do get dirty, though. Yeah, right, Michael? I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for the depth of the guide, it would have ran just like perfect. I even like the colors, Castrol. I think I saw somebody talking about the Castrol car. This is probably the most reproduced livery of this car, of the Scirocco racing cars, the Castrol, for whatever reason. But I honestly don't mind. I love it. I think the Castrol livery is awesome because growing up, I grew up with little cars. I drove a lot of Volkswagens in my life, and Castrol was the oil of choice. So yeah, it doesn't bother me at all that it's a Castrol livery. I love it. Very cool. Yeah, this is a neat car, man. I still can't get over the teeny tiny on the headlights. Let me see here. Can I get the focus on the headlights? Are little teeny tiny Castrol decals, and I mean, we're talking teeny. They might be a millimeter. Yeah, you know what, Daryl? It's a great idea because they have them too, the BRM cars. So yeah, that would be way cool. I agree, Brad. These, you know what? They're simple, very very simplistic cars, and things like this is like when I design these chassis for our cars. This is kind of where I take my inspiration. It's the old adage, keep it simple, stupid. Uh, it doesn't have to be this extravagant with this, that, and everything else, and little flappers, and it's simple. And they run good. They haul ass. They handle well. So yeah, yep, I totally agree. I really like this. I mean, I like it's so simple, right? It's the chassis two pieces. It's got the motor plate and then the body plate, and the body plate carries the front wheels. So yeah, I'm totally love this thing. Well, hang on, guys. I gotta answer this text. It's my cousin, so yeah, she's having a hard time tonight. Okay. Yeah, my cousin's having a hell of a time. I mean, she just lost her dad, so yeah. So yeah. You can't hear me, Michael? So it was probably just, Michael. I stopped talking for a minute, or though. Can you guys hear me? Let me here. I'll text Harry and ask him. There you go. We'll see what Harry says. Okay, Daryl. There you go. Michael, it's just you. Sorry, Michael. Yeah, I was quiet for a minute. My cousin texted me and I needed to respond to her, so that was it. Thanks, MTD. Yeah, I figured it was still working. The little gizmo is telling me it's working, so that's how I kind of know it's working. But Yeah, well, that's because I stepped up my game there, Michael, and I got a real microphone. So sometimes I forget that I got to be close to it. It's probably buffering for you, Shane, because you're on the other side of the planet. So yeah, or it could be my computer. My brand new computer is already so full that I actually had to remove programs to get my OBS Studio to work tonight. I had to shut my computer off and on 12 times, literally, because it wouldn't work. And then Apple finally popped up and said, "Hey, dumbass, you got too many programs on here. There's not enough room." So I had to delete a bunch of crap off my computer just to make this work. So you are upside down, or yes, you are upside down too, Husey. Absolutely. So anyways, guys. Oh, real quick, I wanted to show you guys something, if you don't mind, if you just have a minute. George put out that file that we made for free for you guys to print these drawers for the Harbor Freight slot box. And oh, again, 1 second, guys. My cousin again. So there we go. All right, so that maybe that's it, Michael. So, anyways, like I was saying here, George put out the file. I don't know if any of you guys have done it that have printers, and took us up on the offer of printing these trays. So we've revised it. We have a new version of the tray. It's probably imperceptible, and maybe some of you don't need it, but George pointed something out very important. So I will show you. Get you back down here again. So the tray, the old tray. Here, I have another one. This is our first version of the tray. This slot needed to be moved back, and there was a problem when you had your car on here that some of the cars, the tires were hitting. The holes weren't big enough. So the tires were, they're supposed to be suspended in the air like so. But some of them, depending on the length of the car, the tires were touching. So what I did was I redesigned the openings here so that when the car is sitting on it, then you don't have to worry about the tires are no longer touching anything. So the thing is that those boxes, the Harbor Freight box, the shelf is too wide. If you print an entire shelf for those, it won't fit. Most of us don't have the big printer like George has and a few other people. Like George can print it in one piece. The rest of us can't. So what I did was I had made this single one that holds just 2 cars, and it's kind of almost like a tech plate when you do it that way. So as you can see, they print like this, and they're identical. They just print exactly like this. So what I did was I made this little sleeve, and what you do is you glue the sleeve on, and then you glue the 2 pieces together, and then you now have the tray that is the correct width to fit the entire width of the box. So you can put 4 cars on a tray and slide it into your slot box. So again, if anybody wants it, George has the file, and so he can he'll give you that, so you can print one of these little sleeves, and you print 2 of these, and then you have your tray for your box. So that was it. Little update for that. New tray, sleeve, print all you want, put them in your boxes. So, like I said, if you want them to know, if you want to, if you need to get a hold of me, if you can't get a hold of George, it's fine. Let me know. I'll send you the file so you can print these for your Harbor Freight box. So that was it. That's all I want to tell you. Like I said, it's just, I'm glad that George decided to do that. Our little gift to everybody. Then you guys can print those up because those slot boxes are what, $15 at the Harbor Freight, and then now you can print up all these shelves and take the drawers out that are in it and throw them away because they're junk anyways, and then print these up and put them in. But that'll be plenty sturdy. Super glue, super glue $1.99, put some super glue in between, put it together, and bada boom, bada bing, done. So there you go. Like I said, oh, and I made the slot longer too, because then it accommodates more cars now. You got room for the cars in here. So it's nothing fancy. It's not like, I know some other people make these very same things. I try not to copy anybody. I didn't want to copy anybody. I didn't copy anybody. I just used my own ideas and put this together. So, like I said, if you guys want it, just let us know. We'll happily give you that file so you can print these up for your boxes. So, let me see here what my cousin again. Okay. All right. So anyways, fellers, and any ladies, if you happen to be here, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I just wanted to share. I was excited to show you guys my new car, and I was excited to tell George thank you, and I just needed to take my mind off of things for a little while. So I'm gonna go in there and hang out with my wife, and my son has his little buddy hanging over here. Gonna spend the night. I think we're gonna watch some Christmas movies. Maybe that sounds like a good thing to do this evening. So, anyways, I'm gonna let you all go. I will be there next Friday. So, everything, just keep it going, keep playing, have fun, hug your loved ones tonight, because, as we all know, none of us live forever, and sometimes they leave us when we don't really want them to. So, hug them, tell everybody you love them, enjoy this holiday season. I'll see you all next Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. Every single one of you. You guys are great, and I appreciate you all. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I love you all, and we'll see you next week.